This is News 12's Vote 2022 coverage. I'm Mackenzie Maynard.
And I'm Doug Geed. Yeah, rare election day on an August night, but it turned out to be pretty exciting. Some winners and losers and big winners in Suffolk.
Yeah, let's get you right out to News 12's Tama Ponton, who is joining us from Suffolk Republican headquarters, and she's actually talking to a couple winners who just declared victory moments ago. Tama.
Mackenzie and Doug, we are outside of where the Suffolk Watch Party was happening here in Farmingville. We are joined now by, can I say, candidate LaLota. I know you just said until all the votes are counted, so tell me, are you declaring victory?
Yeah, we're declaring victory right now. Enough votes are in. It's insurmountable. It's almost mathematically impossible for there to be a different outcome. So yes, we're declaring victory.
Okay. And so what do you do from here? What do you want people to know what happens next?
Yeah, I'm going to work my tail off just like I did for the last 6 months for the next 11 weeks to make my cause to the voters of Suffolk County that my candidacy and the parties that I'm endorsed by are the best parties to have solutions to the problems that Long Island faces.
Part of the conversation now is about whether or not Republicans can take back the House. You spoke up there about doing that and firing Nancy Pelosi and all of the steps that will happen after this if Republicans are able to hold on to this district. That continues to be your plan.
Absolutely. It's a key part of the national strategy to hold on to this district. I intend to give it my all to do just that, to make my case to the voters of the entire district that this seat is best held by a Republican this year.
And what about the people that didn't vote for you? What about the people that did vote for your opponents? What do you say to them?
Yeah, I'm happy to reach out to anybody, have a conversation on anything. I think there's a lot of things that we have in common for the folks who did not vote for me in this primary. I look forward to reaching out to them.
What's the first thing that you're going to do tomorrow?
Take a little boat ride, I think. We're going to take a little bit of time off, recuperate with my family, and because we've missed a lot of nights over the last 6 months, we're going to take tomorrow to enjoy a little family time.
Anything that you want the voters to know finally here, as you say you're declaring victory here, the numbers seem to be in your favor. All the votes are not in, though. We stress that. But anything you want to say to the voters?
Yeah, there's an honest candidacy here, one that's going to be accessible to all the voters, one that's going to be transparent. This is an extension of my military service. I served 11 years in our great Navy. My father was a cop. Both of my grandfathers were cops. My brother was a Marine. This candidacy is one that is of service to our community and country, and I look forward to getting to know more voters over the next 11 weeks.
All right, Nick LaLota projected to be on the ballot in November for this congressional district. We also understand that Congressman Andrew Garbarino, is he here? Are we able to talk to him? We are on live TV, so bear with us here. We'd like to speak with Congressman Garbarino if we can. He also took to the podium to declare victory. You two are working together here?
Yeah, we're both endorsed by Republicans and conservatives, and I'm sure that he's just a few steps away, and hopefully he'll be here in a few moments, and maybe somebody can go get him now.
We're doing a little tap dancing here, Nick LaLota and I, to see if Congressman Garbarino is going to come out. But to live TV, so this is happening right now. But we'll see if we can get Congressman Garbarino to speak with our viewers.
Right behind you.
Here he comes now. Congressman, thanks for joining us live TV. So if you roll with us a little bit here. Okay. So are you officially declaring victory tonight?
Yes, we are declaring victory. We had a great win tonight, and we're looking forward to November. Another great win November 8th.
And I have to ask you, there was a lot of discussion here about your stance as it applies to President Trump and people here in this very district who were against some of the decisions that you made, some of the votes. Tell me your response to that.
Well, look, we won overwhelmingly tonight. I've had votes where I've supported President Trump. I've also had votes where I've taken votes where I thought they were the best thing for the district, and I still stand by those votes. We are hopefully going to be all unified in November, because we need to be. The worst thing that's happening for this country right now is Speaker Pelosi as head of the House of Representatives. We need to be unified, and she needs to be fired come November 8th.
As it applies to Republicans who may disagree with you and those who didn't vote for you, what do you say to them?
Look, like I said, we all need to work together. I have been a Republican all my life. I've represented this district now for 2 years. I think I've done a great job doing what's necessary for the district. And they definitely don't want Speaker Pelosi there, and we can work together. You might not agree with me 100% of the time, but who do you agree with 100% of the time? So if we can get along 90% of the time, I think that's much better than having someone who you agree with none of the time.
All right, Congressman Garbarino, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it. We'll let you get back to what is looking like to be a victory party here at the Suffolk County Republican Watch Party. Congressman Andrew Garbarino on the ballot, looking to retain his seat in Congressional District 2. He is declaring victory. And in Congressional District 1, where 3 candidates were vying to replace Republican current Congressman Lee Zeldin, who is running for governor and not running for re-election for his seat, Nick LaLota declaring victory here. As we've said, as he said, Chairman LaLota, former chairman rather, for the Suffolk County Board of Elections, all of these votes are not yet final. However, these 2 candidates tonight declaring victory. Back to you in the studio.